Well, I'm going to read a little passage about a birthday party I went to, and where the menu was really a special menu. Okay, follow with me and let's read together. So yesterday, my friend invited me to her birthday party. She decided with her parents to have a healthy menu. It was richer than what we expected. She prepared a great variety of homemade juices, which were tastier than the ones we usually buy. The birthday cake was a watermelon cake, and it was really the most delicious cake I have ever tasted.
Now, let's complete the sentences using the comparative. A. Watermelon is, in calories, pineapples. Here you have to use low. B. Eating at home is in a fast food. And here you have to use the adjective healthy. C. Blueberries may be statin drug in protecting people against heart diseases. And here you have to use effective. D. Prevention is cure. And here you have to use the right, adjective or comparative of good.
Okay, sir. So here we have different types of adjectives. So be careful when you put them in the comparative form. Okay? So I guess what you are already familiar with them. So we are just going to see and check if your answers were correct. Okay? So the first one. Watermelon, we have the adjective low. Okay? So A. Watermelon is lower in calories than pineapples. B. Eating at home is healthier than in a fast food. And that's a general rule. All right? C. Blueberries may be more effective than statin drug in protecting people against heart disease. And D. Prevention is better than cure. And now with Mr. Zian, we're going to have a review about the comparative forms of adjectives.
Yes, you are right. And I think it is time for a reminder about the comparative. We use the comparative when we compare two people or two things. For adjectives, we have adjectives plus ER plus than. Example, sweet, sweeter than. High, higher than. Low, lower than. For heavy, we have heavier than. Hot, hotter than. Big, bigger than. You have to see for long adjectives too that the rule is different. It is more plus adjective. Example, delicious, more delicious than. Intelligent, more intelligent than. Important, more important than. Okay, so for irregular adjectives, we are going only to focus on three of them. Good, bad, and far. For good, we have better than. Bad, worse than. Far, farther than.
Now, it is time to practice using or putting the adjectives in the superlative. Watermelon in the world weighs 121.82 kilogram. Adjective is large. Number 2, juice of pomegranate is one of juices in reducing heart diseases. So here the adjective is beneficial. Number 3, apples are one of fruit. The adjective is healthy. Number 4, zinc is mineral found in your eye. The adjective is abundant. So be careful when you put those different adjectives in the superlative form, and to remember the rules you saw and practiced in the class with your teachers. Okay, shall we check the answers, Mr. Zian?
Okay, let's check your answers now. Number one, the largest watermelon in the world weighs 121.82 kilograms. Number two, juice of pomegranate is one of the most beneficial juices in reducing heart diseases. 3, apples are one of the healthiest fruit. 4, zinc is the most abundant mineral found in your eye.
Okay, so you've noticed that it is different from a long adjective to a short adjective when we put it in the superlative form. We use the superlative when we compare one person, okay, or one thing with many others, okay? It's not like in the comparative when we compare just two things or two people, all right? So with short adjective in the superlative form, you have the determiner, plus the adjective, plus est. It's important. Don't forget the before the adjective, all right? So let's see the following examples. Sweet, the sweetest. High, the highest. Low, the lowest. You see, est by the end. For the second type of adjectives, the long ones with more than 2 syllables, it is vital to put the most before the adjectives. Don't touch the adjective, just leave it as it is. Just put the most before it, all right? Check the examples. Delicious, the most delicious. Intelligent, the most intelligent. Important, the most important, okay? Make sure you don't make mistake in this when using adjective in the superlative form. In the last part, we have the famous irregular adjectives that you should memorize, all right? Memorize them. So here, the adjectives, they are going to change form, okay? We don't have any rule, just need to memorize them. For the first one, good becomes the best. For the second one, bad becomes the worst. And for the last one, far, it becomes the furthest, all right? Okay? So
now I think it is time to use all these food items to write something to eat.
But you must know that, of course, in recipes, we've got different parts. Of course, the title of our recipe, okay? Like here we have cupcake 2. Of course, there was cupcake 1. So the first part of the recipe is the ingredients. We've got the list of the different items you will need to make your cupcake in this case, followed by the biggest or the most important part of our recipe, which is the instructions part, yeah? It's made out of instructions. The verbs are in the imperative form. And, of course, the different instructions are joined together using the sequencers. Yeah, remember this word, sequencers? We are going to see it a lot in the coming activities.
Okay, I think now you have to open your books on page 22. Okay? You know what you have to do now? You are going to read the pancake recipe carefully to do the following activities.
As Mr. Zian said, it's time to take your school books, page 22, and read the pancake recipe in order to do activity number 1, which is cross the wrong ingredients. Remember, guys, I said cross. I didn't say circle, okay? Understand the instruction properly, okay? Now, the first list of ingredients is 1, flour, oil, semolina. Second list, salt, baking powder, butter. The third list, cornstarch, eggs, and lemons. Remember, you're reading for specific information.
Now let's check together if your answers were correct. For number 1, you have to cross semolina. For number 2, you have to cross out baking powder. For number 3, you have to cross cornstarch.
Now let's move to the next activity and see if you still remember how to write sentences in the imperative form. What you have here is a selection of different instructions from different recipes, okay? Not just the pancake, right? Your job is to turn those sentences from instructions starting with the personal pronouns and the modal verbs should or must, and turn them into strict, direct instructions. All right? So let's now read the sentences. Sentence A, you should first heat the pan. Sentence B, you must prepare tomato sauce before the dough. Sentence C, when couscous is ready, you serve it to your guests. Okay? For sentence A, it will be heat the pan. For sentence B, it will become prepare the tomato sauce. For sentence C, it becomes serve couscous to your guests. Now let's see with Mr. Zian a little reminder about the imperative form of verbs.
Let's see here an example. The imperative is the base form of the verb. Mix the ingredients slowly. Cook the cake for 25 minutes. The negative is do not plus the base form. Don't mix the ingredients slowly. Don't cook the cake for 25 minutes.
Exactly. Well, now I think that we revised the imperative form, which is very, very important when writing a recipe. We will move to the sequencers. Those little words that are very important, not just in recipes, but even in organizing your writing. So the sequencers are first, next, then, after that, and finally. All right? And remember that sequencers are used to say in what order things happen. All right?
Activity 2, choose the ingredients to make a pizza. So as you can see, the ingredients are as follows: sugar, flour, vanilla, olive oil, potatoes, parsley, cinnamon, tomato sauce, cheese, honey, and finally onion. So here you are going, to see the right ingredients used to make a pizza. So is honey used to make pizza? I don't think so. It is the same for vanilla, sugar, cinnamon, and potatoes. So what are the right ingredients to make pizza? Have a look. Tomato sauce, onion, parsley, pizza dough, cheese, and finally olive oil.
It's high time to join those different ingredients to make the ingredient part of our recipe pizza, right? So we need to put the ingredients together to form one complete sentence, all right? So you have to start like that. To make pizza, you must list the different ingredients, and remember, please remember that items in a list are separated using commas, and you have just to put "and" just before the last part or item in your list, okay?
So now let's see the complete sentence. Ingredients. To make pizza, you need tomato sauce, onion, parsley, pizza dough, cheese, and olive oil.
Well, now we have the different ingredients. We are going in the following activity to see the different steps, but this time in picture. Your job, you are going to our job, we are going to reorder the different pictures so as to put them in the right order. Which picture is the first, all right? So I don't think that we need to spend lots of time in this activity because it's very easy and everybody knows how to make a pizza and how to prepare it at home, all right? So the first picture is a picture with the lady spreading the dough spreading the dough of the pizza. And then we have the second picture where we we put the tomato sauce and spread it all over the surface. And of course, then we have the third picture where we need to sprinkle the cheese, basil, or if you want, parsley. And then the last picture is the picture where we have the pizza cooked and ready to be eaten and to be enjoyed. Well, I think, look at that. It looks really delicious.
Okay, now we are going to try to use the different steps, of course, and using the right sequencers to write the correct paragraph.
Yes.
Have a look.
Yeah?
Have a look with me, Ms. Ziani.
Yes?
So, first, stir the dough. Next, spread the tomato sauce evenly over the dough. Then, scatter the onion, cheese, and basil. After that, bake for 10 minutes. Finally, serve with extra olive oil.
Yeah, I hope these activities that we did today together will help you get ready for your BOM exam and achieve good results in your exam.
So I think, Ms. Ziani, that it's time to tell
say
them
goodbye and
goodbye.
see you next
So, see you next
episode.
time.
Take care.
Take care.